So hello, my name is Fadi and I'm doing the Chat1 project. Okay, so let's start here. We go split terminals, bash, we do three clients, and we do dot build. Just bear with me, my computer is a little slow. Project, it's running. Okay, run dot sh project server. Okay, so we just started the server. Let's run clients. Stage project while. So we will do add t. Okay, we'll do the same thing here. Y. We'll name it Ramon. Okay, and this one run.sh project Y. We'll name it Hunter. So now we have three clients, and right here, three are connected. Okay, so first of all, we will start with the flip and roll command. Okay, so if you want to do a flip, we do the flip here, flip, and then we do send. So here we see like Fadi flipped tails, and it appears to the three clients. You want to do a roll command, we do roll 3, for example 3D. Okay, here we see Fadi rolled 2, 3, 2, total 7. And the formatting is different, so okay, so let's go through the code. What did we do? Go through the codes. Okay, so here we have the process roll command. In this method, the process roll command that is sent. Okay, let me see. That is sent by the client. So the roll command that is sent by the client, when this command is written, it determines the number of sides of the dice roll, and then it generates a random number and calculates the total and gives the message with the result as we saw here. So when it calculates, it gives the message with the results. And for the flip command as well, we have the flip command here. The flip command does a coin flip for the client. It gets a random number to represent either the heads or tails, and depending on the result, it will print the message saying it's either heads or tails. And the formatting, I changed the colors for it. So as we see here, the flip command is in green and the roll command is in purple. So here we have for the flip, I did a font color slash blue, then sender name that gets the client's name and flips. So that's how I got the colors for the flip command, and also for the tails, as well as roll. We have here roll. When it prints the roll message, I added font color purple. and with uh, the client's name and roles, as we see here, the client name, roles, dash dash, blah blah, and the fatty flip tails is on green. So we're done with the flip and roll commands. So we go to the next one, which is the text commands. So the text commands here, where is it? Here. So I have here the process text command. So here we have the if the message contains two asterisks, like the text, it processes bold. If the message contains one asterisk, it processes italic with the message, formatted message. If you want to change the color, same as well as both of these, you write the color. If there's a color in the message, it processes color. And two underlines is the same as well as those. So here we have the processing of each step here. So process bold, it replaces the bold with the text with bold, and for italic as well, for color, for underline. Okay, so let's test it. Okay, let's have the three clients. So first we do the bold, we do hey, we put two asterisks, this. So let's see. So here we did the bold command, not the command, the process of bold, and then we do the next one italic. We do hey, hey asterisk, this, another one. So we have it as an italic here, as we see. The next one we'd say hey, we do the underlined one, this, and let's see what we get. We'll get hey, and this is underlined. There's a line under it. And the last one, which is color. Okay, color, because I keep forgetting the. Okay, so we do color. It's up to the client what color he wants, red, green, blue. So we will do a red here. And then we put the text that we want the text to be colored. So we do, for example, this, and then we close it with color slash color. And then we do that, and then we click send. We get the text, the color that we want, and it appears to other clients to the text that we just did. That's how it works. And are we missing anything? Bold, italic, color, underlined. Yeah, we did all of them. Okay, so the next one will be sending private message. So sending private message, we have the method here. I did the method this. Okay, so the method sends the private message from one client to another. It looks through the connected clients to find the recipient by username. If it's found, it sends the message both to the sender and the receiver. If the recipient is not found, it will not send the message. So as you see here, so the private message from the here we have private message from dash sender get client name plus message. Here private message to recipient username plus message. Okay, so let's test it. So here we have three clients. So for example, Fatty wants to send a message to Ramon. So we do at Ramon and what Ramon, we say for example, hey. So we send here, okay, so I need to write more here. We do like that so we can see the whole message. So here we see private message to Ramon, hey, and the private message from Fatty, hey. So here Ramon receives private message, so he knows it's a private message from Fatty. It's in parentheses here, and here as well. Fatty sends, so he can know that the private message sent to Ramon. We have it in parentheses here. And Hunter doesn't receive anything because it's a private message between those two clients. And yeah, so let's try. Hunter sends a message to Fadi. So here, Hunter, we say Fadi and hello. We do like that. So here, let's see. Hunter sends a message to Fadi. So Fadi receives it as a private message from Hunter. Hello. And Hunter gets a private message to Fadi, hello. And Ramon doesn't get the message because it's a private message. So that's how the send message works, private message, I'm sorry. That's how it works. Okay, let's go to the next one, which is, let's see. Oh, on the yeah, how it handles the private message. So here in server thread, we have here in process payloads. We have the else if method here. Where is at? So it handles the private message with like the symbol at. It splits the message into username and the message. If both of those are correct, it looks for the client in the room and then it sends the private message, and the message format is uh, it sends the private message, and if the message format is invalid, it notifies the client and it says invalid private message here, as we see. Yeah, so that's how the send message, no, send private message, I'm sorry, I keep saying send message. It's a send private message, so here we have this how it handles, and as I showed, this is the method. Okay, so next one we go to mute and unmute. So for mute and unmute, we have this here. Let's do the demo first. So here mute, Fadi wants to mute Ramon. Ramon here gets muted. User Ramon has been muted. It gets both clients get that Ramon has been muted. And here when Fadi sends a message, example, hey, how are you? Let's go send. Here, Fadi sends, hey, how are you? Ramon doesn't receive it because he's muted, as well as Hunter receives it because he's on in the room in the chat room. So here, if you want to unmute Ramon, Okay. So here, user has been unmuted. User Ramon has been unmuted, and when we send a message, hey, Ramon, for example, okay, so hey, just write, hey, how are you? How are you? And then we click here. So Ramon receives it, because he's unmuted now. And yeah, that's how mute and unmute works. Let's go to the code side. So here we have the mute and unmute. We go to mute. Where is it? Okay, here we have so these methods here allows muting and unmuting users on the server. We see here that mute users as the username to the muted list, as well as unmute or removes the username from the muted list and notifies clients. So both have like the similar um, like stuff, but one is for mute and one is for unmute. And uh, is muted here, yeah. So is muted checks if the username is muted. So that's how mute and unmute works. Uh, what else? So that's how mute and unmute. And here how it handles it. The mute and unmute and process payloads. How it handles the mute and unmute. Okay. So the next one is how do we what is it? Oh, the chat history. So we go to what? We go to chat panel class, which is here. Okay, so here I didn't actually, it's still, it doesn't work with me, so I did the code here. I did the method in the chat panel class to export history to text file, which is called saving data text. And so this one, it goes through chat history to write each message to the new line in the file. So the file which I have here, saving data text, I can't get it to write uh, the text with the chat history. That's the issue that I had, and yeah. And also for mute and unmute, if there's a client that leaves and comes back, uh, how it stays the same if he leaves and comes back. So let's, for example, do Ramon. Let's make him leave and then come back. Okay, so let's connect him again. Run sh project UI. Enter Ramon. So here we see Ramon disconnected and connected. Okay, so oh, I forgot to put him on mute first. Yeah, because I forgot to put him on mute. Let me see. Yeah, I forgot to put him on mute. So I have to mute him first. Mute Ramon. Ramon. Okay, so user Ramon has been muted. So let's close again. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so we do run sh project UI. Ramon. Okay, so he got disconnected and connected. So if Fatty writes a message, he's still on mute. He doesn't receive the message. So that's how when he disconnects and reconnects, that's how it works. Right, hello. Yeah. He's still on mute. So that's how we unmute him. Unmute. Come on. That's all. That's all I think. Yeah.